My YouTube, what is going on, guys? Today we are back with more Nerd Tavern. We are reporting from our houses for E3. Alright, we're here to talk about the Xbox press conference. It got over like an hour ago. Well, actually, like 2 or 3 hours ago. So, we're going to be here. We're going to be talking about each game. Probably not in great detail, but some games in great detail. So, let's get off to the first game. They opened the show with Metro Exodus. This game looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Metro's already pretty great, but it's always been a linear game. If they go the route, I don't want them to go like a Fallout route with it. I hope they don't. There's a game franchise called Stalker on PC. If they go the Stalker route with it, then they're making a great move because Stalker is dead and was PC only anyway. And that franchise had a lot of good ideas. So if they can run that direction while still keeping it Metro and doing all the cool and unique stuff Metro does, then good on them, day one buy.
It also had a lot of memes.
Get out the fish, Stalker.
Alright. Matthew, what's your opinion on that Metro Exodus?
Don't really care.
Okay, don't care.
I love the Metro series, but yeah.
he's waking up.
Alright,
He'll get here. He'll have comments on the later games.
That was, besides a few games we'll talk later in the podcast, that was one of the most visually impressive games, I thought, throughout the whole conference. And it was one of the best looking games I think I've seen, period.
And they killed a bear.
I've never played them. And you killed some weird...
No, it wasn't a bear. It was like a super mutant post-apocalyptic Russia bear.
Well,
I think that has
Peter, get on that.
You know, I don't know if they confirmed it or not, if that was like a timed exclusive or not, but Xbox would be really smart to try to lock that down, because that was a really impressive looking game.
Alright, now we go on to everybody's most anticipated game, Forza Motorsport 7.
Obviously.
Heck yeah.
It's cars.
Forza.
It's Forza.
Yeah.
It's gonna look pretty.
It is.
It does look pretty. They showed a car on stage. I'm a little unimpressed it wasn't lowered from the ceiling this year, like it was way back when in like 2014 for Forza 5. No, 2013 for Forza 5.
No, it was for Forza 6, I thought.
No, it was for Forza 5.
No,
God,
it
we've had so many Forzas.
was the
We can't even
GT.
remember.
It was the GT for Forza
No, it wasn't
6.
the GT. It was the McLaren. The McLaren was raised. It was lowered from the ceiling for 5. Anyway, no, but sliding out of the wall is good too. Awesome car, awesome game. Forza is bordering like visual. There's still an uncanny valley where you can kind of tell that it's fake, but at the same time it's borderline just straight up photorealistic. The raindrops looked like and acted like real raindrops. The game looks beautiful. The dynamic weather. Tyler, you and I actually talked about this a little bit, but it looks like that they haven't really improved the cars too much visually. Like, they already had those nailed. All the graphics was going into the details on the cars. But they've put more into the area surrounding the cars, which is a big up from, like, the 2D pixelated crowds they had in, like, Forza 4 and Forza 5.
Yeah, for sure. They just want to make it look the best on that. Well, I guess... Well, fuck, we should actually talk about this first. All the shit that actually was announced. Alright, it's called Xbox One X. Name's dumb as hell.
I'm not calling it that.
Yeah, it's Xbox One X. You have to call it that.
I'd Scorpio to the end. I don't understand that name change. You had this code name that was working for it. You had all this promotional material that was Scorpio based. You had all these people hyped for Scorpio using the name Scorpio. Why would you not keep
Because you can't beat
Scorpio?
X, man.
It's a much better name. Okay, but there's a
X
difference
is
between the
gonna give it to
Xbox
you.
One S and the Xbox One Scorpio.
X can give it to you.
Okay, well, okay. See, that would have actually redeemed the name if they'd used that song or if Phil was wearing a shirt that says X gonna give it to you, but neither of those things happened.
I think Tyler kind of hit it on the head. You already have a product on the market that's S. and you got another product that's called Scorpio, and your average consumer is not going to know the difference. They're like, this is S, this is Scorpio. Why is this one cheaper than this? Well, I'm
And
going to
when
go the
you-
cheaper because it must be the same because they have S's, you know.
And when some kid
The
tells
average
their
consumer
parent,
is not fucking retarded, though.
when some exactly when some kid at Christmas is telling his parents like I want an Xbox One X and doesn't enunciate it and they think they said
Yeah.
S and buys them an S.
X and S is like honestly worse.
There's literally it's like Bethesda suing Mojang for using the name Scrolls because they think it'll infringe on the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
retarded. Everyone's gonna differentiate between the S and the Scorpio.
Agreed.
Alright. And then also, they're announcing backwards compatibility for the OG Xbox. Steven, I want you to get in on this because you're the person here. Let's get in on this. Let's just dive in, right? I want you to dive in face first like Michael Phelps and on that pool on the Olympics. Dive in. Go.
We know you're literally the Dead Sea right now, so let the
Is this
salt out.
now? Is this Michael Phelps before or after he smokes weed and then jumps? in the
Like
pool?
he's swimming like in the Olympics, like he's about to win another gold type deal.
And he's got the blunt in his mouth as he's in the pool. Okay, I got this. This one just scratches my head. Not so much that they announced it. I thought it's kind of a given since they kind of been pushing backwards compatible. But like how all the fans in the crowd stood up and clapped. Like they just got shown Anthem exclusive, Metro exclusive. You know, all the like. I played an original Xbox. I had tons of friends who had them. We played Halo 1 and Halo 2 on it non-stop. I don't remember any other truly classic, memorable games on it. And I just think it's weird. I just don't get this kind of mindset where I want to keep playing old games, even if it's not even the best old games, because they've already kind of brought back the classics. If it was like a super good game, they've already sort of remastered it and brought it up at least to the 360, if not to the one. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, what are people wanting to play that's not already there remastered?
No,
Fusion Frenzy.
like-
Stubbs
I-
the zombie.
That's where
Stubbs the Zombie's good, but here's the problem with a lot of this. A lot of multiplayer games, those servers are dead. Now, if they bring the servers back, how good. Good for them. But if they don't bring the servers back, who gives a shit?
That's one of the things, but they also they're kind of getting around that because you can system link. They already said you can literally take that's one of the big things. People gloss over this, but the system link cord that you use for an Xbox One, or no, an Xbox One. God, the original Xbox. That system link cord can plug into the back of an Xbox One, and you can system link between an original Xbox and an Xbox One playing original Xbox games.
Oh,
That's
that's
possible.
kind of cool.
You can take your original Xbox disc and put it in your Xbox One, and it'll download that original Xbox game just like it does with the 360 games. They can get
But are
around
you
the
going to have to
servers
keep
issue
the disc in?
because, okay, think about it. Let's think about Xbox Live for a second. I can think of two big games that defined Xbox Live: Mech Warrior, which that sucks. That's probably not going to be there. We're probably not going to get. I would love a remaster of that game along the lines of Phantom Dust, but that's not going to happen probably. And Halo 2. And if you want Halo 2, there's this little game called the Master Chief Collection sitting there waiting for you.
But see, like
The
you
other
like,
games,
that's all you said though. Like out of an entire 4-year console, you said 2 games.
I'm talking
one's already
Xbox.
been
I'm talking
remastered.
Xbox Live though. We're talking about servers.
Yeah, but
Like,
Mech War...
I can't name an
They're not going to bring back Mech Warrior. The servers are dead on it.
exactly. I don't think they'll bring back servers, but they've got all these games, and there's a lot of people. When you talk to people about memories of the original Xbox, yes, you've got all these Xbox Live memories, but there's a lot of like split screen memories too. There's a lot of system link memories, the LAN parties, and all that stuff. So I don't think they'll turn the servers back on. I don't think they technically could turn the servers back on without a ton of work that's not gonna. It's not gonna get used enough. But they can still do this system link thing. They can make all these games backwards compatible and let them have split screen compatibility and stuff like that. So they're playing more to that, I think, than they are Xbox Live.
I just think it sets a bad precedence because what Phil saw was like, what was my biggest clap of the night? Oh, them playing games that they already have. Not like, oh, I need to get off my butt and get more first-party studios and
Well,
invent new IP.
But no,
that's what
and
I feel like
I
we
do
should
want to
be sending a
mention that
message to 'em,
if you
and we're not sending that.
no, hold on, I'm gonna interject. If you take out indies and everything, I'm gonna include Cuphead because Cuphead's one of the big games they've been promoting the hell out of. They even put money in it to get it to work, to get it to the way they wanted it to. So you have Forza 7 coming this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Cuphead,
Cuphead, Crackdown.
Crackdown.
and Crackdown.
That's it. We think.
There's freaking 42 games at that conference. A lot of them
Tacoma.
said, yeah, Tacoma.
Tacoma is coming
But
out.
we're talking about games where I think we're talking about games where Microsoft, exclusive or like explicitly put money into development or created the studio to make the game, and there's only 3.
Well, there was very little of that. I mean, you didn't see a single Microsoft aside from Forza. No, not even Forza. Turn 10's a third-party studio technically. Like you didn't even really see.
So
first
that'd
party-
be second. That'd be second party then.
That'd be second party. You don't really. Yes, Forza's part of the what do you call them? The holy trinity of Xbox games, but Coalition wasn't there. 343i wasn't there. Despite the fact they showed some Gears and showed some Halo, like there was no new announcements for either of those games. They put a lot into here's all these other things. They put a lot into Rare. I did not expect to see that much Sea of Thieves. I'm glad we did. Like, it looks awesome, as it always has, and will continue to until it releases. But, I feel like we've seen enough of that game at this point.
That game releases
Tyler.
in 2018 as well, because we'll probably kind of skim over it. Sea of Thieves looks cool, but again, it's a 2018 game.
This was the best thing I've seen from it so far. This is the best game.
But here's my thing now. Okay,
It's the
they
gameplay
got
they've shown.
Cuphead out. They got Crackdown. All that's going to be gone for that's all going to be gone next E3. Besides Halo, what do they show?
Gears.
Gears is not going to be there.
It's too soon, right?
It's
Are you sure?
Yes, 100% Gears will not be there. They're going to take their sweet ass time with 6 or 5. They're going to take their sweet ass time with it.
Because that'll be just year 2. Because it came out last fall.
Ah, it's
This
true.
is
Yeah, I'm
1
thinking of
year.
it coming out
Next-
alongside Halo 5, but it didn't.
Yeah, it has Halo 5, and then it was.
I mean,
Gears the
well, look,
next year.
we saw a lot of games this year that we had no idea were coming. Like,
All right, we're going to
big
all
or
right.
small, we didn't know they were a thing. So
Well, let's
there's
stay on the conference
probably
and then we
projects
can
that
talk
just
about
aren't ready yet.
Other things.
All right.
Yeah.
Some of these are dumb. We're going to kind of skim a lot of these games just to let people know because there was literally like a 20-second trailer. Deep Space Galactic, Minecraft ripoff.
No, shut up.
It's a
I'll
Minecraft.
interrupt you there. No, it's not. It's a roguelike.
It's Minecraft
There's a
in
big
space.
difference. It's not Minecraft in space. Move on before I actually get upset because it looks like a unique game.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds. H1Z1 with
That's
bad
bigger.
hitboxing.
No, that's
Oh.
a good catch. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, like it or not, is a big game right now on PC. They're getting console first like they did with Ark. That's a good catch.
Assassin's Creed Origins. Fuck
It's a
you,
big game,
Ubisoft.
but it's like It's a multi-platform game. They didn't even announce if they had any exclusive content, if they have any.
They have
I assume
marketing
they just
rights,
have.
that's for sure.
I'm assuming that's about it. So.
I mean,
Cool
well, you
game.
look
I
at
think it looks cool, but
Yeah.
didn't really do much for Xbox since it's going to be on everything, and they didn't even announce like exclusive mission or look at this gear you get. There's like nothing about that. So
I think you'll see that though. It's not you don't come up and you don't see Sony standing on stage talking about all the Destiny exclusive stuff and saying, "Oh, look at this exotic. Here it is on this big screen. You're gonna get
We
this
li-
now." That's gonna
we
come in a
literally will
tiny
probably
little
get
press release later.
we probably gonna get that tomorrow. I'm calling it.
Finally,
Tomorrow, well, okay, yeah.
finally was my first game I'm legit hyped for. State of Decay 2. Fucking State of Decay 1 was a kick-ass game. Had a lot of promise. Then in 2 they're adding
live up to
co-op
some of it.
multiplayer. So they made a sequel better. State of Decay 2 is going to be a great game.
That was what killed the first one for me. Is like you give me this really cool game, and I played the demo, and it was great. But I'm still sitting here like, man, this would be great to play with friends as opposed to doing it on my own and doing all this stuff alone. But co-op, I'm sold. Let's do it.
Steven, are you gonna play another
pass.
zombie game?
A pass. I'm just like I even have the season pass for the latest Walking Dead. I have literally not even booted up the game to the menu. I'm just sort of zombied out. It's kind of one of the reasons Days Gone isn't really catching me, and I'm a big Sony fanboy. They've milked zombies into the ground, and I just feel like the industry as a whole just needs to like give it 3-4 years and back off and let it kind of get fresh again. So it doesn't do much for me, and I didn't think the graphics were like really stand out.
Yeah,
kinda
no.
looks pretty good, but not great. So, the only thing that really got me excited was sort of like the base building, kind of like cooperative build your settlement aspect that they kind of teased a little bit. That got me interested, but then the moment-to-moment gameplay, I was just kind of like, I've seen this before. I think it looks okay, and I can't play it on principle because that Asian chick sucks, and she let her boyfriend die when he saved her life earlier in the trailer. So, F this game.
Yeah. Terrible
kill
person
Asian chicks.
equals terrible game.
Exactly. I'm racist, so that Asian chick sucks. I can.
The Darwin Project. Don't even remember what the fuck the Darwin Project was.
The Darwin
It was,
Project
it
was
was-
the color.
It looked like Battle Royale, but it was like cartoony.
It
looked
was
like
Oh, yeah.
Battle Royale.
Overwatch, but with Hunger Games.
Hunger Watch
That,
over games.
Yeah, it looked
There you
pretty
go.
cool.
Minecraft
I
in
think-
4K.
It depends on how much it is.
It's
Okay.
Tyler. We were not finished talking about
Yeah,
the
I
other
mean,
game.
just okay.
Jesus,
It's not that
just
much
no,
to
it's
talk about
fine,
the
yeah.
Darwin Project. We literally have 40 minutes.
Yes, there is. It's an interesting concept. Shut
It
up.
looks okay. It just kind of looks like another Hero kind of combat game. And there's just like, again, there's like so many of those on the market. It's kind of hard to get excited about another one. I'm just like, oh, it's another like Hero kind of game.
Well, it's combining like different genres too, like the survival genre too. So it's like
That's-
combining two popular genres, making something a bit more unique.
That's what's interesting. Is it's like, well, there's hero shooters, yeah, but then there's the survival game. Okay, combining the two, that's gonna be a unique concept. It's gonna be a hit or miss though. Like it's either
Yeah.
gonna knock it out of the park or it's not.
that looks like
Okay.
a kind of $20-$30 kind of game.
Yeah.
It's not even more than that.
So, Minecraft in 4K, greatest decision ever. Let's make a
I'm
game
glad they
that's
spent so much time on
literally about having fucking pixels, and make it 4K.
Let's also
We do-
let's also
we're
charge
done.
for the 4K like photorealistic texture pack that you can get for free on PC.
We're done.
It's
We don't need
Biggest-
to talk
biggest
about
thing-
this anymore.
The biggest thing people are skipping over with Minecraft this time was Switch compatibility. Like, that's crossplay, ladies and gentlemen. You can take a Switch to your Xbox friend's house and play Minecraft with them. Yes, it's Minecraft, but that's a bridge they've just built. with
Also,
Nintendo.
Minecraft Switch confirmed. Not even at the Nintendo press conference.
They confirmed
it's
that a
already-
while
Minecraft
back, but
is-
now we get to
yeah,
actually
Minecraft's
talk
already
about a
out.
good game. Dragon Ball
Alright.
Fighter Z. Holy shit.
That was one of the biggest pops for me for this conference.
This game looks
Too bad it's
good.
not-
I feel like Matt's asleep again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry, folks.
I'm not a fighting game or a Dragon Ball Z person, but I did not expect that to see on Microsoft stage. Like,
Yeah, I
that was
think
the
that's
last
them-
thing I expected to see.
I think that's them trying to show like we've got some Japanese developers that are like cool with us a little bit, just trying to broaden their horizons. It's sort of futile for Japan because like in no Universal Xbox ever sell in Japan, but
Yeah.
it is nice to see a little.
They
more
need
variety.
they need to bring the
If Phil
Psychopaths
Spencer was
video game.
Japanese, they might actually like. If he wasn't Phil Spencer, if he was, I can't do a good Japanese Phil Spencer. Just whatever.
Alright.
I'm trying to be PC, otherwise I would do a terrible Japanese like
Biru
impersonation.
Supensa. No, that's not it.
But I think it looks cool. I think it's just trying to
Uh,
show there's diversity on the Xbox console where typically all you really see is like dude bro shooters and racers. So,
American games.
ugh.
Alright.
Where's
Why
rules?
they have not bought the license for Metal Wolf Chaos from Software is beyond me.
You know that doesn't cost anything. They probably just buy that for $10.
Oh, they could, and they should.
All right, what's next, Tyler?
We got Black Desert.
That looks
Awesome.
really cool.
Finally,
Freaking
like an
Good MMO
MMORPG,
coming to Xbox.
yeah. Because Neverwinter is like Not very good. It's a weird, like, it's just weird.
It's not
And
bad.
then,
I played it. I
Oh,
played probably
coming
60
on.
hours in it on the
It's very
PlayStation 4.
restricting. That's the whole point of it.
The thing I like about Neverwinter, where I think this new game, Black Desert, like improves is the combat. Neverwinter has actually somewhat fun combat for an MMO, and this looks like it takes it to the
It
next level. Like it actually
Kind
like
of
legit looks
doesn't
fun.
though.
It looks
just, like,
Souls almost.
repetitively, just like clicking your right trigger and just like having the same moveset every time.
yeah.
That sounds
Sure,
like every MMO.
Yeah, but Black Desert, like, and those graphics too. That's what
Yeah, it
Black
looks
Desert
good.
originally was. Like the first piece of Black Desert people got their hands on was the Face Maker, which was like one of the most in-depth character creators in existence at the time. And seeing that come to light and seeing the animations and everything else, like, it's
But
come a
guys, we're all
long way.
forgetting the greatest RPG on Xbox, Onigiri. Best. The best.
Not Lost Odyssey or Blue Dragon.
No,
Those
I'm
aren't
talking
MMOs.
free-to-play
Oh.
MMORPGs.
Uh,
Yeah.
Mama Pergs.
All right. Well, the last night. Can't remember that honestly. I remember the next game. I don't remember
Pixel
last
game.
night.
Pixel like 3D,
Yeah.
2D mixture.
It looked interesting.
Wait, was that
That was one of the few
Yeah.
indies that stood out.
Yeah.
That was that. That was the last
Oh,
one.
okay. That
That
game
was
looked
that
cool.
thing that we were like, oh, it's pixel, it looks like it's gonna be trash, but then it actually looked decent.
It actually tried to be unique and do like the mixture of 3D and 2D. I like that. That's normally not my kind of game, but
The
it's
aesthetic
something to
was
keep an eye on.
nice.
That game
that's
looks
one of the
cool.
few indies
I'll
that
probably
stood
buy
out.
that game. Maybe even do a let's play on it. Then the Artful Escape, was that the one with like the rock shit when the guy was like a rock concert or whatever?
I believe that
Yeah.
was, yeah.
That followed right after.
Okay,
Cool
that
art
game
style.
was
I like
weird.
this. Yeah, I don't
High
really know
high
what's going on there.
strangeness. Thought I saw Cthulhu in the background at one point.
Alright,
That's not really something I'd show off at E3, but okay.
and then they announced Code Vein is coming to Xbox One, which was a shocker. I really thought this game was actually going to be a PS4 exclusive at some point, but no, it is coming to Xbox One. Now my still only complaint is I want to see bosses. They need to show me a boss at some point.
It had all the hallmarks of being a PS4 exclusive, but good to see it here. It's same trailer though. No new gameplay. That's a little sad.
Yeah, no, it looked cool.
What was that? Sea of Thieves. We kind
I
of
mean,
talked
not
about
just
Sea of
that,
Thieves. Fucking, the game looks great.
Hell yes.
Yeah, this is the best gameplay that they've shown. They've shown
It's
stuff in
the
past
only real
conferences, but
gameplay they've shown though.
what are you
Because
talking about?
last
They've
year,
shown it like at every conference. They showed them walking around the beach and like nothing was happening. And I was
exactly,
like, I'm not
yeah,
sold
like
on
they've
this.
shown barely any of it. They've shown like bland stuff, but now we're getting
There's
they're
actually
showing
showed
stuff that-
variety. There's weather.
Exactly.
There's diving. I was like, okay, looks like there's some more variety here. It's not just let's walk on the beach with a map in our hand and dig something up. And you know,
Cool.
I
How
thought
do you
it
not want
looked
to
a
play
lot
that
better.
game, Steven?
like I use feel more. It kind of there's only so many like massive co-op games that we can all play together. Like at a certain point, like you just run out of time in the day. And we've already got like Overwatch, and you know we'll have Anthem.
yeah, but I'd rather play
Destiny,
Sea of
like,
Thieves than freaking Overwatch.
Overwatch, Dunderwatch, the greatest game. Jeff Kaplan is going to give you shit in loot boxes for the next 20 loot boxes now. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
See if I
Colton,
actually
why have you
give
done
a
that to
crap.
yourself? Why have
All
you
right,
done that
the
to yourself?
coma.
Colton, that curse.
It still
looks pretty
has
cool.
nothing explained. Like,
Yeah, I'm
Well,
really
you're
not gonna
confused on
get
what the
that,
game is.
what even is it?
Tyler, have you played it?
No. Thank you to my
Wait,
boy
isn't
Marty
it made by
Sleva.
the same people who made Gone Home or whatever?
Yeah, it's
right?
made by the people who
Yeah.
made Gone Home. This is the way Marty Sleva explains it, and I'll go ahead and explain it for y'all. All right. So basically, you're a captain of a ship. All right. There's going to be
All
5
right.
people, but there's going to be 2 people arguing, and now you're going to go to the left person, all right? You're going to see what the left person outcome is. Then you're going to see what the right person has to say. Then you're going to go down who you agree with.
And let's preface this by saying you're watching holographic playback of what these people were doing. You're not actually watching them or changing through time. You're just running a recording back and forth.
Exactly. It looks interesting as fuck, and it's gonna be good because Gone Home was a great game.
It's a cool concept. I hope it's bigger than Gone Home.
You mean nah? I mean, I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil Gone Home for people, Jeffrey.
But-
I just hope. All I'm saying is, I hope Tacoma is the most PC game I've ever seen in my life. It better be all about this
Because
quality.
Gone Home was.
Why? Just because?
All right, we're moving on. You guys are talking about PC-ness, and I love PC-ness, but we got 30 minutes till Bethesda. And
You
we
love
still got a lot of games to
PC-ness?
cover. Super Lucky's Tale. So I did coverage on this. All right, I dug some holes up. Super Lucky's Tales was the game that launched with the Oculus Rift, and you were forced to have. This is that game on the Xbox, and it's part of the deal to put an Xbox controller inside the Oculus.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Okay. It looked okay. That's the like it looks like Tails platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
I mean, not my kind of game. Pass.
Like I
meh.
love platformers, but it wasn't on the level of a Mario or Jack and Daxter or a Spyro or Crash. I don't even know if it was quite on ukulele level, but it looked interesting.
Cuphead. Basically, they really didn't show too much on this. This trailer was basically saying the
Yeah.
game's coming out on September 28th.
Yeah, I think that's weird
Hallelujah.
because from where the buzz was last year, like people were like flipping out about it. And like it almost kind of feels like they're dumping it. Like here's like a 40-second trailer just to show you a date and that's it. Nothing.
we've seen
We're not going to show you
Cuphead
what's
for, like,
changed.
2-3 years now. Like, it's not going
It
to
kinda
change that much. The art style's not going to change.
Just like Phil sent them back though to make all these levels, and like we didn't see any of that. Here's like what the art looks
You'll
like.
see it when you get the
And
new
then-
game.
Yeah, I just felt like for something that was so hyped up, it kind of looks like they're just kind of dumping it to a whimper. Like, no one cares anymore. It's out $20.
All right.
Yeah.
Now they announced the big holiday game, Crackdown 3, starring Terry Crews. And this game
Heck yeah.
got. So let me go ahead and get like the controversy out of the way. Apparently, so during the trailer, everyone was kind of expecting destructibility. You really didn't see any. Now what is coming out is that it's not going to be in the single player, only in the multiplayer with all that destruction when you can like flatten the freaking city. That's only going to be in the
We already
multiplayer,
know
What?
not in the single
That's
player.
That was
Weird.
announced at that was announced at Gamescom in 2014.
I don't remember that.
Nobody
game's
remembers
out.
That was you can go watch Destin's demo of it that he has hyped so many times, and you'll hear the developer talking about that. Like
Oh, see, I didn't
this was also back on old Xbox One hardware. Like we didn't have the X coming out and stuff, and it's due to the fact that they can't they're not going to use the cloud for single player stuff, and it takes the cloud processing. They're using like 15 Xboxes worth of processing to destroy this city. They need the multiplayer connectivity. They need the cloud. So they're going to use it. It's going to be multiplayer only. Also, if you're able to just level the city in single player, that kind of breaks a lot of the mission design. Like,
But you said earlier
imagine
there was no mission design.
I'm going off of other Crackdowns, right? Like, if this is just like Crackdown 1, then you're not going to see any, like GTA 5 has missions. You're not going to see that. Saints Row has missions. You're probably not going to see something like that. You're going to see going in and killing off gangs and gang leaders and stuff like that. But you could easily break that because a lot of the bigger boss fights for the gangs, like the final, like the Chinese like Yakuza style gang in Crackdown 1, they lived in like the Chinese or Japanese like techno high rise section of Pacific City. In Crackdown 3, you could theoretically just go level that high rise where the boss battle took place and then just never deal with it. I mean, you want that to not be totally destroyable so you can have those epic moments.
It's called having a speed run, and then the speed run is literally just leveling the city so you beat the game instantly. That'd be the best.
The game's out on November 17th, I remember, or was it November 7th?
November 7th. It's day and date with the
7th.
Scorpio.
All right.
Good call on that.
And then
I want to talk about that a little bit though. Was I the only one who was kind of underwhelmed by the graphics? Like, you could have put that on a 360, and I honestly wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. I didn't think it looked all that impressive for being
That's
the
not the
game that
kind of
launches
game.
with Scorpio.
It's not like the
more
kind of game
impressive
that
on the-
has impressive graphics. I don't think.
But then what? Like they made that seem like it was like the big Scorpio game. Like this is launching with Scorpio. Wouldn't you rather have bumped Forza then to launch with Scorpio? This is what the Scorpio can do. I look at
No,
Crackdown and I'm like,
it's-
is this
they're
better
but
than
the
that?
idea, I will disagree with you there because now that they're doing like Gears, Halo Wars 2, Final Fantasy 15, those are going to be the games that you're going to say like, oh, these games are already on. Now you can see what the X does.
you've also got to understand, Crackdown has always been behind the curve. Like, if you put Crackdown 1 up against, like, Halo 3, because they came out pretty close together, remember, Halo 3 has it beat in spades. But Crackdown is a technically more impressive game because of the level of craziness you could do, the size of the world, all the different things you could do. Crackdown 3 is going to be the same way. Yes, it looks like one of the higher-end, like, early generation Xbox One games, but it's going to be able to have that world size, that destructibility, all those things to do. Plus, it has its own unique art style. It's always been cel-shaded. It's always looked very comic booky and weird. They can get away with not having it be photorealistic and beautiful because I'd honestly rather be able to bring down a skyscraper dynamically like frickin' Red Faction Guerrilla style than have it be in
But
4K
that's only in
60
one of the game modes.
photorealism.
But that's only in one of the game modes, and we saw a lot of cel shaded games actually at Xbox's conference, and this was the weakest one by far. And I would say okay, world size, but they didn't show any of that. It was like such a weird demo. They spent more time on Terry Crews pretending to be the character than they did showing the game.
Well, Terry Crews is
I'll
a character
I'll
in the
admit
game.
It's a weird demo, but it's an open
Terry
world
Crews
game.
is the best. So
All right.
Well, okay, we can keep going.
Well, if you guys want to keep going,
We'll
but
find
we
out
are going to
Crackdown
speed
Online.
through the ID at Xbox thing, because that's going to fucking take forever. These games had like...
I
fucking-
did
God, yeah.
Xbox.
So
all the
many-
games are
Can we
eh.
just touch on like the big ones?
Yeah, just
Because there were a
listen and then
couple
we'll
cool
pause.
Alright, the
Something
big
we'll-
ones,
okay.
Path of Exiles. That's a game on PC that's pretty big. It's like a Diablo, but free.
Yeah.
Fable
it's
Fortune.
cool.
It looks like...
Fuck. That's
It-
not what fucking Legends died for.
It,
It's
it
not
legit...
Legends- No, Jay. It's an indie game made by former developers of Fable who got permission to use the Fable name.
Okay.
It's not
That makes me-
that wasn't in development.
makes me less
That's been
mad.
started and finished since Legends was canceled. Like that wasn't they didn't cancel Legends for that.
That's still one of those where like I wouldn't even have showed it off, honestly. Just
Yeah,
because
they
of what
need to
happened with
bring back
Fables.
Legends and the
Or just
shitty
Fable.
dragon game that Tyler likes.
Fucking...
down.
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
that's
Phil.
it.
Where the fuck is that game?
Ubisoft has it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
thought
actually...
you
I should
said-
probably
It's
post
gonna
that
be
to
a
my
Ubisoft
YouTube channel at some point.
If it's on Ubisoft, it's gonna be great.
But, alright.
We-
It's from the looks of it, it looks to be Hearthstone, but in the Fable world.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
What the fuck else did they have? Brawl Out. It's like Smash Brothers, but with creatures.
Yeah.
What else do we have here?
Osiris.
Yeah, Osiris New Dawn.
Pretty Martian open world exploration. Ashen is the big one.
Robocraft.
Yeah,
That's the game I was
that
looking
trying to
for.
get you to. We saw that game in a Sizzle Indie Reel 2 years ago. Thought it looked cool. Particularly interested me because sky whales are cool. It had sky whales and caves and Souls likeness. Looks like it's kind of going for a weird mix of. It almost kind of looks like Breath of the Wild cell shadedness in a lot of ways.
And that's one of those
Um,
examples where like it was beautiful cell shading. It's one
Yeah,
of the many games that like had this beautiful cell shade style.
I
It
hope
looks
it's
really
good.
cool.
It looks like it's going to be co-op.
Yeah, there's two
That's nice.
people for Pice in that.
Wait, are y'all
yeah.
talking about
Looks like
Ashen?
Yorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't say it, but I was about to say it, so I was looking at the list. Y'all can continue. I'm just looking at the list.
Alright,
Bobby,
well, there's
not much
nothing.
else to.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I didn't see. Yeah.
Conan Exiles as well. That's coming to Xbox.
There's no
That
more
ain't doing anything
dongs,
for me.
so I don't
It's
care.
it's dead because they
Yeah, that'd
censored
be a
first
thing for
person
me.
boobs.
No dong.
Also,
Jay's all about that.
the bigger one, probably Hello Neighbor. That game just looked cool, and it's coming to Xbox. I like that, because that's one of my favorite Let's Play games to watch. I like that. Then after that, they showed Ashton with a trailer. Okay. Then we moved on to Life is Strange Before the Storm. Does anyone care about
No.
Life is Strange?
No.
No.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right. Don't care about Life is Strange. I haven't played the first one. Now, Middle-earth: Shadow of War, the big third-party game. This game looks fucking incredible. Just holy shit, Warner Brothers. You make good game after good game.
Yeah,
It
who
looks
knew
like the
WB could
first
actually
game,
make
but
good
everything
games?
was better. The game world looks like 3 or 4 times bigger. You've got the whole Fortress Assault mode. You got to build your army. The physics, graphics, gameplay, everything's just been ramped up to level 11. If you miss out on the first game, I would strongly suggest not missing out on this one because it looks like we have a Game of the Year contender.
Between my Game of the Year contenders are probably going to be Middle-earth, Tekken 7, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then Horizon. And once I play Persona, I got to beat Horizon. Once I beat Horizon. But those, I think, will be the Game of the Year. And plus whatever Sony's got announced, because Sony's probably going to announce fucking God of War and fucking God knows what.
They'll probably just announce Game of the Year, the game.
Ni no Kuni 2, obviously, is that game.
Dude, Ni no Kuni 2, Ni no Kuni 1's actually pretty fun. Not even gonna lie, it's Pokemon.
Okay, see, you've already tipped my interest. Why can't they just advertise it like that? Like I look at Ni no Kuni and I see like, oh, weeaboo Japanese children, let's take it PlayStation. I'm not gonna touch that. And then Tyler goes and says it's like Pokemon. Okay,
It is.
Okay, you could have advertised it like that, and I might have actually, my ears might have perked up a little bit.
It's Pokemon,
Yeah.
but Japanese. It's very much like that.
Pokemon is Japanese, you moron.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but they if you watch the trailers,
But
they
it's like
show,
straight up
The kids don't
Japanese.
fight. If you really watch the gameplay, the kids never fight. They throw a monster out in front of them, and the monster fights for them.
That's fair.
In Ni no Kuni, you beat the shit out of whatever
Alright.
your opponent has.
we won't get a lot
else you
of
got?
chance to talk about this, but I know Ghouls would lose his shit on it. By the way, Ghouls was not here because I've tried messaging him like 5 different ways and he won't respond. So you'll probably
He's getting the lotion for the teraflops on his PC right now.
He's playing
we
Dark
won't
Souls
talk
with
about
the
this too
DS
much
sticks
because
and just-
literally Bethesda's on in 15 minutes, and the big game we're probably going to spend the next 10 minutes talking about. Ori and the Will of the Wisp was announced. Hell to the fucking yes. Ori and the Blind
great.
Forest was so fucking good. If you
Good.
have not played it, go play it. One of the best indie games legit out there that you can buy.
They need to make that a free Xbox Gold game. That'd have been smart.
Yeah.
Or like the
I
month
thought they
or
did.
like the month before it comes out, release the original
Oh
for free.
no,
so
I'm thinking of a
people get
different
hyped.
game.
And then they also have
Yeah,
the
that game
deluxe
looks like-
edition out. You can buy the standard, which I believe is 15, and now they also have the deluxe edition, which came with an additional zone in the game as well. But
Fucking microtransactions.
it's so good. Now the big game everybody was talking about. As I said, we were gonna talk about it here. Fucking Anthem. BioWare is about to make another
Oh my god.
hit single. Everybody, it's over.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It
Attack on
looks
Evolve.
great.
Yeah, it looks
Like-
like the best Iron Man game I've ever seen.
Oh.
Dark Void.
Selling it.
That was the fucking name.
It looks
when
so
the character
nice.
was flying. If anyone's ever played Dark Void, it literally looks like you're flying exactly
It
like
actually
that.
does. Yeah, the new Dark Void, but it looks like it controls way better than that piece of crap.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I thought it was the game of the show, without a doubt. Microsoft needs to throw them like $500 million to get that exclusive because that's a big game. It
That
looked
needs
like
to be Microsoft's Destiny.
It looks really good.
So hard.
I need to see more of the moment-to-moment gameplay. I was talking to Tyler. It was very unclear, like exactly like what you're doing moment to moment, other than you're flying between extremely pretty graphics. And if this is working on, like, are there strikes? Like what's that's they need to flesh that out. But
They
we've got some
showed
time
they
before
showed
that comes
the
out.
what they call it, like not trans shaper storms or something like that.
Yeah, and you like flew into the light or whatever. Yeah,
It was
and maybe that's
like that.
Yeah.
Those big metal things.
Yeah, so
as a
they can
storm that
flesh
opened
it
up a
out
portal.
there.
I bet you it's some interdimensional stuff. Like it's
but
gonna
they've
be.
got time because I guarantee it. That's a fall 2018 game that'll get delayed to 2019. So.
Well, right
Probably.
now
I
it's
would like to
spring
see a beta.
2018, so you're saying it gets delayed until fall of 2018 and then gets delayed again?
No, I think right now they just said 2018, but I think right now in their studios they're thinking this is a fall game because of how it looks and the size of it. How is that not a fall game?
Holy, but just think about
they've been
next
working on
year
it.
then. Think about spring for next year if it were to launch. Red Dead and Anthem would launch in the
Too
same.
much.
Oh God.
Holy shit,
Sorry,
just
I think
battles for Game of the
Anthem might
Year.
get it there.
Plus, Xbox has like two other of their big games that are coming out then as well. Like Sea of Thieves comes out in the spring, and I thought they announced one other bigger game that was also coming out spring. It's just too much,
Yeah.
I don't think Rare's
That's-
backing
I
off
mean,
because that's
yeah.
their game, but I feel like BioWare would just say, fuck it, we'll polish it. Because, especially after BioWare Montreal shat the bed with Andromeda in the facial animation department,
That's
they're like, we
also-
have to get this perfect.
Yeah, they need to do that. They could also say, okay, let's step back and maybe add some more content if we feel like it's lacking content in some places. That's a big deal with making sure you kill Destiny. You can easily out content Destiny with a game like that with a little bit of extra work.
Yeah, and the game world looked really big, but like it was just a lot of green jungle, and so for a 5-minute demo, that was like, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Like, what's
I
the
do
rest
agree
of the
there,
game look like?
but I think this was more of, look how cool this looks, and then probably in the next
And it
game
looks
they'll
cool.
be like, next E3 they'll probably be like, this game, here's what you can all do in it.
They'll
Very
be like
true.
a Battlefront 2 level gameplay demo where they walk you through what's going on and stuff like that.
But
I
it looks
bet.
super good, better than I thought it was going to be. It was impressive, and it was probably the best of the show.
That, oh my God, like, what I'm thinking, it's gonna, like, oh man, just, I love the concept. Like, it kind of scratches that Attack on Titan itch where it's like, oh, everybody's cowering inside these walls, and then we're gonna go out and fight monsters, but instead of being a bunch of angsty kids with grappling gear, we get mech suits and we're cool, badass freelancers.
Yeah, and it looks like BioWare, what they're doing on top of it is they're, at least from what I could see, at least in that, they're taking they are taking the concept from Andromeda, because no matter what people say about the Andromeda, combat was fucking great in Andromeda. They're taking what they learned from Andromeda or the Montreal studio, putting that in here, and then saying we are going to add our own RPG mechanics, because that's kind of what Andromeda also lacked, and saying we can do this better. And then they're also saying
Well,
fuck
they're
you to
already got the loot
Destiny and the
system down,
Division.
so- Well,
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
not hard to do if you work hard enough.
All right.
Because say what you want, this game is officially, depending on, I don't think anything Nintendo or Ubisoft could announce is going to top this. Sony
That
has,
Nintendo?
unless they have something.
Here's a
I don't know
question:
about
could
that.
Sony top Anthem?
I don't think Sony can. This game looks too fucking cool to me.
Oh, yeah.
I like
I think
Steven with the
it's
quiet. I like Steven with the quiet yes because God of War is going to top Anthem somehow.
I don't even think it's Sony. I think Nintendo's going to drop the mic.
What's Nintendo gonna?
Shenmue
this is an
3 is
Xbox
gonna
briefing, but-
destroy Anthem.
Yeah,
Shenmue 3 was delayed till 2018.
Yeah, that
Oh
game's
my
not
fucking
coming out.
God, that's
2018.
right. We
Nah,
want an extra $1 million.
they're gonna
July
destroy
28th.
it.
Oh.
They're gonna destroy it by announcing, "We were lying, you fucking idiots! It's coming out right now. Everybody, even at home, look under your chair. You get a free copy."
Done and done.
Even
No, I
the
think
people at home.
they're going to show more of Mario Odyssey, and it's going to be hype as hell, because it's going to be like Mario 64.
Sony is.
No,
Yeah,
so
totally.
Sony drops that. It's a GG. It's done. It's over. They win the rest of the time. No, but Nintendo. I think Sony's gonna have great games, and I think they're gonna have more exclusive great games. But I don't know if they're gonna have an Anthem killer. We'll see. But I think Nintendo's either got Odyssey, or if they show a freaking retro Metroid
They
Prime
show
game,
Metroid.
it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, they
Like, it's
show
done.
a Prime or or an actual retro Metroid game. They've
I
got a
think that's
winner.
all-
Give us
that's all
Monster
people-
Hunter too,
that's all people
please.
are gonna talk about. Yeah, and they're going to
Monster
show
Hunter
probably
for the
gameplay
Switch,
for Fire
though.
Emblem.
Yeah, Monster
Okay,
Hunter's
well,
gonna
let's
be on
wrap. We're
Switch,
not
they
talking about
announced it.
Xbox anymore. So
Yeah.
the only thing I would say about the Xbox is, and me and Tyler were kind of talking about this before the podcast. It was a good conference, like an 8 out of 10 for me. And now that I thought about it more, but it doesn't fix the underlying issue that Xbox has, and where is the first party exclusive, true exclusive games? I saw a bunch of fantastic looking third party games or temporary timed exclusives, but where's like the new Forza or the new Halo? Not even, but like that caliber of original IP. They don't have it.
What
Seasons
you're
is
looking
kind
for,
of
Steven,
big,
where
and
is the
that's it.
Titanfall? Because everybody, when Titanfall 1 was announced, they're like, oh
True.
shit, Xbox brought something here. They're
That
like,
was a
guys,
true exclusive.
So-
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
now. So basically, everybody has been bringing up this exclusives thing for about a year. Like heavily,
It's only
like this
it's only
coming
been
year.
there for about a year, yeah.
Yeah. So, and they probably didn't even think about changing that till probably 6 months ago. Start
think so.
listening to feedback. So you got to think. They may be working on stuff right now. They just can't show. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
And that's
stuff's
another-
so early in development, that it's not possible to even show cinematics or something. So I'm thinking
that's a good
maybe
that's a good lead in though, because
they're
well, you
saving
finish.
up good stuff for next year or Gamescom or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't be this the fact that they got all those timed exclusive and stuff, which are on pre-existing games, tells us they're kind of seeing what they're doing wrong. But I think
And
this E3 was probably not enough time for them to get something super amazing shot out.
They could have announced
that
Links
makes
to Time Cat
any
2
sense.
exclusive, and that had been it, the game of the show.
you think
But,
Marty
yeah.
would have drunkenly climbed up on stage and just given Phil a
Dude,
bear
Marty
hug?
would have been.
They could have announced Banjo 3.
But I'm saying
That's true.
they realize they're doing stuff wrong, so I'm saying next year is gonna be a way better year than even
Alright,
this year.
Jeffrey, give your final verdict
And
on the
this-
conference.
Well, one last thing though. This
I agree with
this
Steven.
leads into
8 out
another.
of 10.
Bolton, do your thing, and you'll be the last
Okay,
one
well,
for
no,
Tyler
what,
Rapp.
this is Phil came on in 2014. This is 2017. Takes 3 years to make a lot of games. People wanted games. They wanted to see games. We saw 42 games. 22 had some kind of exclusivity tied to them. Sony comes in and shows third-party exclusives all the time, or third parties with exclusive content and stuff. And everybody's it's associated with PlayStation. It's basically a PlayStation game. Xbox did the same thing for a lot of games. Maybe they weren't big games like COD and that sort of thing. But at the same time, like Jay said, they see what they're doing wrong. Phil is making changes. Everyone heard him, he heard everyone saying games. Okay, here's 42 games. There's
Yeah.
changes being made.
It
Alright.
takes a while to change some stuff, and I feel like they're in the early processes of changing things.
That's a
Alright,
very good point.
go ahead and give your final verdict because I got some shit to say, and then because I gotta get this fucking Bethesda shit ready to go.
Yeah, we got 6.
Yeah, we got 6
I'd give it. I mean, coming off the stream, I'd give it a 9. But now that I've kind of thought about it, I'm gonna drop that down to 8.5. I thought it was
Okay.
great. I'm one of the people who's okay with the $500 price point on the X. I
we
like
didn't
the
even
games
talk
that were
about
shown.
that.
A lot of things that excited me, specifically just because I like a lot of those kind of games. I'm excited. I'm excited for the first time about Assassin's Creed in 3 years. That's a
That's
win.
true. I'm with you
Unless
on that.
Desmond fucking comes back as a zombie or some shit, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, he's in the sarcophagus.
Oh,
He's
let's
actually
kill
like
off
this
the
real
main
person.
fucking plot point, and then
Oh my God. Okay,
have,
let's do it. Let's do an
you're a
Assassin's
video game
Creed
player
cringe
for the rest
cast
of the
later, Jay.
series. Just saying.
Tyler,
Matthew,
please
give
let
your
us do an
opinion.
Assassin's Creed cringe cast.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody on this YouTube channel knows that is even one of my most popular videos, Assassin's Creed for fucking Rand. It's got like 50 or 60 views on it of me just bitching at Ubisoft. But I'm going to go ahead and do this outro.
Yeah.
So, wait, was that Matthew? Is he still here?
Yeah, I roused him from his slumber. I told him to give the verdict.
Matthew, what's your verdict?
Oh shit. Way to
Matthew,
go.
you were silent as fuck. You never interjected once.
Because
That was
it's
game of the
E3.
show right there.
It's too fucking stupid to make any fucking judgments on shit.
You can
Nah,
judge
you
shit.
gotta
It's plenty
judge.
of time. Sea of Thieves, you can judge that shit. That game's been in development for God knows how long.
It's all like.
That's what
it's all
E3
like,
is.
showing off
Making early
cinematic.
judgments so you
Like,
can be
but when it fucking
disappointed.
gets to it, we get like half of the graphics and like half of fucking gameplay that's in the
Matt-
fucking in the E3 cinematic.
Matthew's yelling.
Yeah, I feel like
Whoa, what's
Matthew.
happening?
Matthew's feeling too much burn of
I
Ubisoft,
think-
like, cause his probably
I
most
kicked him
heated
in the
burn
air.
was the Division, cause that was the game he actually bought day one, ladies and gentlemen. He bought Division
And
day
plus,
one.
They can't bring back the old mascots because nobody gives a fuck anymore. Not that they don't give a fuck. It's that like they're not recognizable as they once were. So there's no Blinks, there's no Crash, nothing like that. No more. There's no more fucking mascots that are fucking existent anymore.
Crash
That's
is
the whole
coming
point
back,
of
baby.
ukulele.
Ukulele.
All right, Matthew, what would you give this conference?
For fucking doing like actual games and shit, even though most of them were indies, maybe like a 7.5 or just like overall to 8.
All right, well, I round up, so if it's a 0.5, it's rounded up to whatever. All right, everybody, I'm going to do the wrap-up now. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you this. Xbox showed off a lot of games, and they got a lot of some form of exclusivity. What I'm going to tell you is that usually at Gamescom, if they have one or they have some form, which they need to do, they need to have a second conference, they aren't afraid to show off at that conference. They aren't any way, shape, or form a way to shy from it. They like to drop a shit ton of information there. They don't announce anything there. You kind of have a right to be pissed off because after that, they have Sea of Thieves, and then you're going to be in the dark for a little bit till God knows when. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to go watch Bethesda now. Tomorrow you'll see that. And then Wednesday you'll see Sony. Thursday you'll see Nintendo. And Friday you'll probably see UB, unfortunately.
Not
But
unfortunate.
thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.